Hi there, everyone. Getting this all set up. Make sure you have music here. Select the stream. Get it set up on my phone. Hello, Mango. I have an idea. So, let's get to work. Create new world. Creative, difficulty, easy. World type super flat. Structures off. More. Game rules. Don't drop blocks. Don't drop. Yada, 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 yada. Miscellaneous. Da 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 da. Don't spawn mobs. Don't advance time of day. Don't update weather. This is how you set up a world for creative testing. Oh, these shaders are fire! Cool, and I have free cam. Great. Set the time to noon, and I'm gonna turn off shaders. Oh my gosh, is that a shadow from the clouds? Oh my gosh, shaders are fire. Okay, but I'm turning them off. Hello, Link. Okay. I have had an idea for a prison. Wait, /time sets night. There we go. Do I have Fulbright on? I don't have Fulbright on. /effect. Give night vision infinite 1 false. There we go. James wants you to watch a stream. I know he's talking about a dragon fight. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do now. I want to get some glass. Okay, I need the zombie to pick it up. Hi, Ray. You and Bandit are there and well, W. I want the zombie to pick up the spear. I think I have to get a specific zombie. Okay. This whole idea kind of hinges on zombies picking up spears. I'm positive that there's a way. Tell James I said good luck on the dragon fight. Okay, it's a random spawn trait that I'm looking for, essentially. Do you have it? You do not. Oh, it's his first dragon fight on stream in survival. I did not know that. It's your birthday. Happy birthday, Ashwin. Oh. Thank you, Mango. Pick it up. Okay, here's what I'm gonna... Changing this. Okay, I just changed it in case it's case sensitive. Yep, it is case sensitive. Okay, that's great. Okay, and now that I've done that... They should all have spears. Slash game rule keep inventory true. Okay, they all have spears. I want to turn my mob sounds off because that's driving me crazy. Now, hello Angela. I am testing something. So, a spear can reach 4.5 blocks, but it has a minimum of 2 blocks. So if I'm within 2 blocks, something cannot hit me with a spear. So, since this is a 2x2 hole, in theory, I could jump in here in survival and live, and none of them could hurt me. So, I'm gonna do that now. Oh, unless that happens. Bruh. So theoretically, you gotta get it so the zombies don't try to hit you. But they were able to hit each other, so I need to do less than that. If that makes sense. Nope. Hello, Potato. I'm trying to think of how I could get a half block there. Wait a minute. Perchance. Hello, Shirley Stone. Hello, Sam. We'll try 4. Okay, so they're all in there. So in theory, if I just go in here, they can't hit me. In theory, of course. They can't hit me! Ha! Wait, ow. Okay, so they create like this little like thing here. Like this little thing fully around me, and then their arms get tired. But if I move outside of this, they can stab me. So I have to stay perfectly in the middle. See, look at that little thing there. Interesting. Okay, so if I take this entire contraption... Actually, no, I'm not going to do that. If I just come over here. So that's iteration 1. Because I think this would be an insane trap in survival. If someone could get this to work, this would be like one of the S-tier prisons. Y'all know, what's his name? Y'all know the bad guy in Kung Fu Panda, how he has that like whole trap thing in his prison? This is like that. Okay, so I gotta figure out how to alter this. Because I need it to be less space. There we go. I no longer know what's going on. Okay, so this should work. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll go 5. 5's the true test. Hello, Harley. Okay. So I do all that. Split them around here. Move them a little bit. So in theory, I can jump in here now in survival. At any location. Or not. Okay, so from here, they can hit me. Oh, it's the diagonals! The diagonals are messing it up. Okay. So this one worked better than this one. But I need to figure out how to change that. Okay, so I'm just gonna put that there for axiom copying. Clone. Clone. So that's the wrong direction, this is the right direction. Firm finish. And then that's not symmetrical and it bothers me. Okay, so how can I make this better? Okay, so this makes it so even the diagonal, because the issue is the diagonals. Hello, Goku. Thank you for your interest, but this is a survival world. This is not a survival world. Goodness. This is a single-player world. Okay, so if I spawn zombies... Also, thank you, Mango, for telling me the commands to make it so they could pick up loot. 3, 4... Okay, so now there are 4 zombies, and we just throw that out there. Okay, why are you jumping? Why are you goofing? Hop here. And survival. Okay, so they can hit me there. Okay. So this needs to be a little less space. So this works. I need to test. This is where I grab... Where's my saved hotbars? I have mannequins. And I can make them do pretty much anything. Hello, Silver. Okay, and then they drop the egg and all that stuff, yada yada. Okay, so if I stand right here, I cannot hit this, regardless of how much. Silver, I am testing an idea that I had. So then if I come over here, and I place a mannequin here, I can hit that. So anything past here, so if the zombies are standing here, can I hit a diagonal? I cannot. That's good to know. So pretty much anything beyond here is in danger. So anything on this inner circle is safe. So if, in theory, I have one zombie right here, in some manner trapped, like this or something, the player can do whatever they want within this cube. But beyond that, they're in danger. I used to get very deep into theoretical and logistical Minecraft. Like, my first 10 videos were on turrets. You watched all those? Yeah, only a few people have actually seen those now. So, can this zombie see me? So once you do see me, you can't hit me anywhere within the space. But the second I go outside of this, did you just... Okay. So... this is good to know right here. So I have a theory here. I have a lot of theories, goodness. Okay, so if we have the player standing... I need obsidian. If we have the player standing right here. Oh, it is, very much so. Okay. So anything past here... Actually, I should spawn that zombie back. I'm just gonna do this real quick. Okay. See where I make it here. So if I stand right here, you can't hit me and your arm gets tired. Hello, Jackson. But if I come closer here... Okay, you can't hit me here. But as soon as I come in here, you should be able to hit me, yeah? Yep. Okay. So first off, for the next time that I decide to test something... Oh, I hit that guy. Okay. So right here is where it stops. So we have 1, 2... 2 blocks from the zombie. So if we count 3 from main... So if we go 1, 2, 3... Zombie. Okay, Silver. Can you see me from within here? You cannot. Okay, so then if I come in here, though, you hurt me. Perfect. Perfect. So if I put one here... I'll have to figure out something different on the diagonal, but in the meantime, I'm going to clone this. Okay, so now that all these are here... In theory, I could stand right here. And be fine. Yes, perfect. Perfect. And they're all trying to stab me. I'm in free cam right now. And they're all trying to stab me. So if I move in any direction, they stab me till I look like a waffle. Or a sponge. The issue is when their arms get tired, they have to reboot. It's like if I just wait for an arm to get tired, I can then walk in that direction. But this is a pretty good start. This is a pretty good start. Let's throw that there. Okay, and then there's another one. There's another one. So now, you shouldn't be able to move in any direction. Let's try this out. Okay, so the ones on the sides, the ones on the corners need to be a little bit closer because that diagonal makes it so that you're far enough to be hit by the spear. So how do I let them closer? I think the answer's right here. Yep, there we go. There we go. And then if we come out here... Yes, perfect. In all directions. And you can see them reload when their arms get tired. So if I move in any direction, I will take 2.5 hearts of damage. Meaning, if the person here is kept below 2.5 hearts, they are unable to move. And if they're given mining fatigue and several things like that. I don't know how effective this would be, but it'd be cool as heck. Imagine seeing someone enter a prison like that on the unstable SMP. You cannot tell me that wouldn't be... You wouldn't watch that. I'm creating a new thing here. Okay. Oh, wait a minute! If we pair this with a drop... If we pair this with a drop that puts you down below 2.5 hearts, you are not able to move. And then, of course, the theory is that the person's actually in hardcore. That's important. Oh, I just lost 4 subscribers. Oh, well. So, let me go full health. Let me, slash spawn point. Okay, I'm in full health. Nope. We need more. Okay, let's try this. Nope. So that if I walk in any of these directions... Okay, I need to add a little more. I need to add like a half block. Because I need it to do just like half a heart more. Nope. Hardcore, should you test it in hard mode? Actually, that's a good point. Slash difficulty hard. Thank you, Mango. Yay, I'm kind of smart. Well, now I gotta see how much damage they do on base, because that changes how far the drop shoot needs to be. Okay, so right here I'm safe. Anything beyond there. Oh, that does half health. Sharp 5 netherite does half health. Okay, so what drop puts someone on half a heart? Because if you have someone in a prison, they won't have anything on them. Okay, that's 1 heart. I think 1 more would put me a half a heart. You're working on a video, WSam. This might just kill me, though. I might need to do a half block. Okay, so there we go. Wait, the idea is the person would be centered on the block, and the block would be spleefed. Or pulled out by a piston. Okay, how are they hitting me? They weren't able to before. Okay, so the person's got to be dropped perfectly. Question is, how do you perfectly line someone up without without their assistance. Does this work? Wait, did I drop from farther up? I did drop. Did I? Or wait, does the safe drop distance change with the difficulty? Perfect. Perfect. Heck yeah. And now if I double up the zombies, there will always be a spear there, even when one of them tires out. That lines you up perfectly. Heck yes. This changes things, chat. Thank you, Mango, for suggesting that I change it to hard difficulty. I forget that hardcore does that sometimes beyond everything else. Okay, so I need to double up the zombies. The best way to double up the zombies is to use Axiom like that. Okay, so now this should work. Okay, so now the spears are doubled up. So that if I walk in any direction, so like even if I break blocks, if I somehow broke any of these blocks, like if it's a true like hardcore prison, it's gonna have obsidian, it's gonna have, you know, this massive facility, it's gonna have mining fatigue, it's gonna have all these different things, yeah? So, there we go. Yeah, exactly. Like, if you had blocks, it'd be escapable. However, if you're talking about hardcore prisons, the assumption is you've already gotten someone low enough to where they would be willing to drop all their stuff. Like, if you watch any Wembu video, any, Parrot 2X, Parrot X2, things like that, the person has nothing. And if they move in any direction, you're cooked. Unless it's scripted. Yeah. It might be a little too good for scripted. I want to dupe this entire trap. Just so that I can test on one of these. I want to try this on 8xj. 8xj puts me in some crazy scenarios. I'm curious to see what he would do with this. The issue that I'm seeing... What did I just break? The issue that I'm seeing here... It would! I'd just be curious to see how 8xj would respond. So let me go back in here. Let me heal up. That was the wrong one. So the shelves line you up perfectly. If I just keep going this way. Then you'd have no choice to be lined up properly. There you go. So that lines you up just right. So let me go back in here. Half a heart. Go back into free cam. The only issue that I'm seeing is the zombies drop their spears at the same time. Not a huge fan of that. Because that leaves just a slight margin of error. Even though they all move and they all have their different things at different times. Wait a minute. I need to test something. Okay, so no. But with this, it's almost like... Let me, get rid of these guys real quick. Okay, it's almost like I need to separate... Or would I? Okay, so if I go, what direction? Okay, you're mad at me, yeah? If I walk forward, past the block, you stab me, and that's half my health right there. Okay, so if I heal up and I'm back here, if I go over here, you can't hit me. So, when you drop that, that allows me to get in pretty close if I need to. So if you drop that, I can get in here, and now I'm on the inside of the spear hitbox. And I could hit him. And I could do that for all of them. So... I need to stagger it so that they drop their spears at different times, so that there's always one held. I need to push this guy forward. And shelves might be the way that I do it. Because if I stack them in the exact same block... Okay, and then I come over here. So that if I hit the corner there, they can get me. How am I going to make it so that they see the player at different times? Because, wait a minute, we still have the same issue. So if we do that, then if there were to be pistons that drop the sand, they would all hit at a different time, making it so that there's always one that's up. Either that, or we have one zombie already in each of them, and then we drop a second zombie down in after the player's already been dropped in so that they aggro at different times. And if they aggro at different times, the only issue is the trap would have to have some way of being reset after each use. Okay, now you can pick up stuff, right? You can! Okay. Command block clocks? Well, the idea is that it's possible in survival. So if I do that... Nope. I'd have to send him back there. Okay, so I gotta find a way to put the zombie back here. In a way that they can still hit the player. What happens if I spawn a regular zombie? Okay, so there we go. That's good. That's good to know. Okay, so if we go there. Is anyone still here? It's been showing my chat as empty for a couple minutes now. It's cool if no one is, I'm just curious. You're here. Thank you, Mango. This is going to be a short. I just figured I would show you guys on stream while I work through the process of creating something new and unique. Okay, so I haven't tried this yet, but I wonder... Okay, let me check this here. Low-key, should I make this a long-form video titled something goofy like, "This is how I created the deadliest trap in hardcore Minecraft"? I don't think anyone would watch that, and I would spend a ton of time working on it, so I probably won't. Probably just make it a short sob. Maybe I'll do a short with a like goal. If this short gets 100,000 likes, I will do this. Oi, I tell thee. Oi. I wonder how Saves is doing on his dragon fight. Okay, so now, if we do this, and we come in here, then we go like this. The issue is they all fall. Like, I wonder if they all fall, if I can go down in there. Nope. I'm gonna get a command block that just spams night vision for me. Actually, wait, I'm just gonna put Fullbright on. What am I doing? Okay, I'm in here. That's the folder. I'm gonna go to edit. Resource packs. Fullbright UB. Confirm. Okay. Now if I come in here. Okay. I'm gonna set the world spawn here. / set world spawn. Hello, Lizzie. Hello, Ember. What are we doing here? I'm creating potentially one of the deadliest traps in all of Minecraft if someone's in hardcore. And I'm doing it with zombies and spears. So if I move in any direction, I should be immediately cooked. Let me see. Game rule. Respawn radius. 0. Okay, so if I walk in any direction, I should get cooked. I'm going to try to cheese this. The idea is the player has nothing on them, of course. So when they reset their spears... Why aren't you going at me? There we go. So they reset their spears. Nope. Okay, so if a player's at full, they can escape. Okay, so if I go back into creative, and then I grab... I don't know, we'll go obsidian here. If this was, like, truly in, you know, hardcore, this would all be obsidian. Everything that doesn't have to be a glass... All the glass panes would be iron bars instead. All the regular full blocks, sharpness 255. You could. However, I'm not going to do that because the idea is that it's comparable and possible in survival. Right now they have sharpness 5 netherite spears. And this lines you up just right. Okay, I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna replace all this with the blocks that you would see used. Iron bars. Where did this zombie go? He's not in there. Did that zombie get stabbed somehow? A stack of totems will escape this? Well, the idea is the player does not have a stack of totems. Okay, so they're all set up. You fall down in here. Line it up perfectly. Y'all know not the Panther. Is it a Panther? What? Y'all know the bad guy from Kung Fu Panda 1? The leopard, there we go. Panther, I knew Panther was wrong. The leopard from Kung Fu Panda. You cannot tell me that this is not that trap. Well, not exactly, but you cannot tell me that this is not at least ring a bell with that trap in mind. Okay, so the other issue is that a player can just hit the zombies. Oh, you can't! Okay, so the player cannot hit a zombie. If you hit a zombie, it puts you too far back. It puts the zombie far enough back to where you can hit the zombie. So even if I crouch... Oh, if I crouch, though... Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. You give the zombies armor. Hello, Kanzi. Ember, thank you for suggesting to give the zombies armor. But you give the zombies armor with full Thorns 3. Because that one's entangled. Yes! Yes! If you give the zombie full netherite armor with Unbreaking 3, Prot 4, and Thorns 3, then the Thorns will kill the player if they hit the zombie. Since the player falls all the way down until they're on half heart. So... You are welcome. How long have I been muted? Goodness. No, Ray, I'm so sorry you have strep. I'll be praying for you. I will continue praying for you. That sucks. I'm so concerned and scared, Hammer. Why, Kanzi? Are you safe? Are you okay? Quite a bit. Wow. Wow. Hello, cool guy. Has a little tangerine on his head. You're gonna send an immediate? Do. Okay. We should be good now, because they all have Thorns 3. So that should do a considerable amount of damage to an unarmored player. So, let me heal myself up. Hop down here. Half heart. I'm gonna heal back up to max saturation, whatever I have. Hello, Alex. How are you, friend? Okay, I'm gonna wait for natural regen to stop. Natural regen has stopped. I'm gonna crouch to try to cheese it as much as possible. And I'm gonna go over this block. I'm gonna hit this one. The Thorns itself does 2 hearts. Even if you're crouched, the knockback from it hits you into the spears of the other zombies. So, I think we did it, guys. What am I doing right now? I'm creating potentially the deadliest trap in hardcore Minecraft. It is on hard mode to, you know, replicate hardcore, except I'm not in hardcore, of course, because I gotta have access to the world outside of Spectator to be able to test stuff. So let's wait for him to drop the spears. Okay. So when they drop the spears, you can run for your life. So if I try to hit this guy, or this guy... Nope. So if I wait for him to put it down... Wait for him to drop the spear. Try again. Okay, now I'm here. But if I move in the wrong direction, I can get speared. I'm pretty content with this. The way to level it up even more would be to put prot forward and breaking on the armor, which I should have done before giving it to all of them. Exactly, cool guy. The goal is to be used in hardcore maps. Ray, I'm going to look at that right now. Okay, go to media. Oh my gosh, that's an adorable capybara. There you go, chat. It's a capybara. Okay. So I want to copy this. Actually, I gotta come down over here. Scroll this over here. Oh, I didn't copy air. Gosh dang it. Copy air on. There we go. Okay. Chat, do I make this a short or a long form? Imagine trying to make this on unstable and you just move in the wrong direction once and you're cooked. Cried when you saw him, he's so precious. And you kept saying... That positive mindset has got to help at least a little. Zombie. Okay, there goes all my hard work. Getting the zombies all set up. Oh, I didn't keep the armor. Okay. The thorns really just is the je ne sais quoi. Really brings it all together. Thorns 3. Thorns 3. Thorns 3. Thorns 3. Unbreaking 3. Unbreaking 3. Unbreaking 3. Unbreaking 3. Protection 4. Protection 4. Protection 4. Protection 4. There we go. Huh. Thorns 250. Well, the thing is, that's not achievable in survival Minecraft. Unless you're playing some sort of April Fool's update. The thing is, you would literally have to make this next to a zombie spawner. Okay, I'm gonna freeze the ticks just so that I can do this easier. And the zombie picks it all up in the same tick. Wait, I might have to do the lower zombies first. Gosh dang it. Slash tick. Freeze. Hello, Amanda. Okay, I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna do all the lower zombies right now. Okay, come back over here. Run it back again. What is this idea? I had this idea at night. It was late. I was unable to fall asleep. But I feel like it's not a terrible idea, you know? I might go get some more spaghetti, low-key. It's an interesting idea. Thanks. I'm really good at interesting ideas. Low-key, I could see this on the unstable SMP. Will they use it? Probably not, ever, because no big Minecraft YouTubers know I exist. However, I think if it somehow gained traction, it definitely could end up there. This seems too basic. Bye. Well, have a good one, Nico. Hello, Crody. Hello, Megabind. It's been a day. Okay, let me tick unfreeze. They're all gonna pick up the armor and the spears, hopefully. / tick unfreeze. Heck yeah. Okay, I want to save this. What is happening? I'm creating potentially one of the deadliest traps in hardcore Minecraft. For hardcore Minecraft, I should say. Okay, so the idea is I don't have anything on me. Because if you all, anytime you see Wembu, Parrot 2X, anyone in a trap, they have nothing on them. They're in hardcore Minecraft, they're cooked. They've been trapped by their enemies. Oh no, what will I do? And they're led to some kind of massive, elaborate prison. Well, this one, the player would be dropped down, there'd be a block below them. They'd line up perfectly. Dropped down. Gosh dang it, I forgot one of them! Ah! Wah! Got even gear on you. No, because the idea is that the player does not have gear on them. They've had their gear taken from them. So you're dropped down here, even on full hunger. If you walk in any direction, instantly. Where did they go? Oh, okay. I set world spawn in the wrong trap. Oh, that's so funny. Okay, there we go. Okay, so even if I'm on full health somehow, if I walk in any direction, see, look, this you would think is an issue. I punch the zombie, Thorns does damage, knocks me back into the spears of the other zombies. This guy seems glitched. Let's walk this way. Nope. Wait for them to put their spears down. Wait for their arms to get tired. Now's my moment. Okay, now that I'm here, I have to stay crouched on the edge. One punch. Nope. The Thorns 3 just hits you right back into the way, so there's no way you can survive. I think we did it. You can't even jump. If you jump, you're cooked. Look at how cool this looks from the outside. Heck yes. Heck yeah. Okay, let me go back to creative. I wonder if I can put an iron bar there. Does that mess with these guys? Nope, those guys still go. Heck yes. And then this makes it so that the player can't quite go down there. I need to change that just a little more, because if I really wanted to, I could fall down in there. Wait for the spears to drop. Okay, I waited for the spears to drop. Now... Okay, you can still get hit in there. If I hit you, though... Nope, because the Thorns hits you up. Wait, I know what I need to do. I need to put a different block right there. I need to put... What stairs take the longest to break? Probably deep slate. Deep slate or copper? I'm gonna go copper. So then I can still technically fall down here, but this will keep me... Nether brick is the longest. But with unstable, since everything's fake and stuff, you'd have to have a way to escape without it being faked. Yeah, but if it wasn't a fake... if it wasn't staged, it'd be... inescapable. I want to put my dev in here. Hello, Bailey. Hello, Jim. Okay. What stairs take the longest to break in Minecraft? Thank you, Jim, for the 4. Deep slate-based stairs. I kind of figured. Whoa, thank you, Jim, for the 4 and the 4 and the 4 and the 4 and the 4. I appreciate it very much. Hammer SMP coming win. Okay, so now, if I go back here, wait for him to drop it. I don't think I can get low enough to get out of the way. Wait for him to drop it. Whoa! Thank you, Jim, for the 4 and 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 the 4. Thank you, Jim, for the combo 14. Wowee. Okay, so now that I'm here, what happens if I hit him? Nope. You know, I have 0 jewels. Well, thank you very much. I almost need like a little more. If I put a block here, they won't be able to see me, right? Let's test. Oh, they still see me with a block there. But that spear taken out. Intriguing. So will those guys still... They still hold up their spears, but can they hit me, is the question. I need to go find this out. This is why saved hotbars are great. Add sword zombie so you can't walk close and survive. That's a good one. Okay, so you can't hit me. But there you can hit me. Okay, so I gotta go back to stairs. You ain't been posting that much, you good. What do you mean? You haven't been here in like a week. I stream every single day, if not multiple times a day. I do appreciate the concern, though. Okay, chat. I'm gonna go eat spaghetti. I think I am gonna come back and work on this idea some more, because I think this is a W idea. So, you saw it here first, folks. The, I don't know what I'm gonna call this. I'll call it something goofy. Thank you all very much for tuning in. Have a blessed day or night, depending on where you are, and I'll catch you in the next one. God bless.